Product differentiation. This is a big deal. It really is the core as to what we do in our society of the United States. It is truly the heart of capitalism. It drives innovation. The more things you can sit down and sell, the more you can change your product into something that's unique all by itself, the more profit you can make. The more profit, the more money for everybody involved, from the shareholders to the owner to whoever it is. Our phones. Once upon a time, we had an iPhone. Now we have an iPhone 12. We're going to have an iPhone 42. We all know we're going to have that. Samsung has their own series of numbers. They keep on adding new features, new features, new features. And then all of a sudden, those of us that are innovators, they have to go out there and get the latest thing because you want the latest thing. And we make fun of them, except for the fact that whenever we want advice on a new product, hey, how's that going over there? Did you like it? We all go to them for advice, which is really a fun thing for them because they're the ones, they pay the top dollar. They're the innovators. They like to experiment, and now they get to share that knowledge with other people. Makes them feel good in the process and look good, but also that is that part of that market share. We like new things. We like different things. It's called product differentiation. Marketers use a mix of branding, pricing, advertising, and packaging to create different kinds of image. And then whoever makes the different product that the consumer wants wins. That's what it comes down to. So we talk about revenue production. A major component of revenue production is product differentiation. Keep this in mind, not just for this class, keep it in mind for your career as an entrepreneur when it comes down to it. This is something that's really a strange area. I want to talk a little bit about a brand new tailgate on a pickup. Like seriously, you would think that this is an entrepreneur class. That's exactly what this is about. How many full-size pickup truck manufacturers are there on planet Earth? On a good day, we might have 18 of them. I don't know of 18, I know about 7. You may know 4 or 5 more or whatever, but the reality is there's a limited market because to come out with a full-size pickup truck, you need to have a giant manufacturing facility costing not millions, often billions of dollars just to produce one model of a truck line. That being said, everybody is competing for market share. They sit down and they advertise back and forth, especially GM versus Ford versus Dodge. Those are the big 3. Then you have Nissan, Toyota, they're already out there. And then on top of that, now you get Jeep has come out with their new one, as well as Mercedes-Benz. You're gonna see all kinds of trucks out there because the market is going nuts about trucks right now. GM came out and they innovated. They innovated with something super cool in the process, and they're the only ones that still carry it. This came out in 2019, and it's still out there today. Now it's popping up on all the rest of the different GM lines. I want you to look at this because this is true product innovations, shrinking the market more and more for General Motors to dominate this huge industry.
Hey everybody, welcome to Newfoundland, where we are testing out the 2019 GMC Sierra, which is loaded with all kinds of cool features, perhaps the coolest being this new multi-pro rear tailgate, which is like a tailgate within a tailgate. There are a lot of different ways to use it. I'm going to walk you through some of the cooler ones. So, of course, you can just open it up like a normal tailgate. It's got a soft open so it doesn't come slamming down. Once this is open, you can then lift up this internal gate here, which can use as like a backstop for a bed extender. So if you've got maybe some sheets of drywall or something like that, slide them in here, and this will keep them from flying out the back. Now push the upper button here, and the inner tailgate opens, and now this becomes a nice easy step for climbing up in here and loading things into the bed. But if you're loading things and you want to get a little bit easier in there, you can flip that up, and now I can actually step through the tailgate to some degree and slide things in. This may not seem like much, but this actually makes it a lot easier to load things into this without having to worry about leaning over the tailgate. Close the whole thing, and this gives you actually a nice place to maybe eat lunch or put your laptop here and do a little bit of work or some photo editing perhaps. And then finally, flip this sucker up, and now you have a bed extender that's lifted. So if you want to put some gravel or something like that in the bottom of your bed and then put some 2x4s or drywall on top of that, again, you got plenty of room, and this will keep that from sliding out. Then of course, close it all up, and you got yourself a nice normal tailgate. Pretty cool feature only in the 2019 GMC Sierra. We'll have the full impressions of the truck on the site a little bit later, but for now, you know everything about Multi-Pro.
I don't even like pickup trucks, except that one's really cool. I hate the aspect that tailgate comes down. I got to lean way over to put stuff in. And then on top of that, when I have to get up into the truck, I got to pick my leg up. This one's got a step for me. The tailgate pulls on, makes it easy. I may buy a truck someday. I never thought I would say that, but this one is cool. It cracks the giant oligopoly that we have on full-size pickup trucks by making theirs unique. It's called innovation. It's called capitalism. It really is the heart of what we are as a nation. The other part too, when you look on different things, branding is a big thing. Branding is gigantic. A lot of us are drawn to a brand. If you have a new product coming out, figure out a brand name and a logo of all things, get a trademark on it as you come through. You'll see some of the most valuable brands. Here's 2018. These are all recognizable in the process, but watch, just in 2 years later, you had a different change of the pecking order as of who's there. All of a sudden you had Disney up there, Louis Vuitton, and you didn't see them before, and even McDonald's wasn't in the top 10. So branding is a big part of it. Product differentiation, capitalism drives innovation. The customer continually looks for more, not always for less. Sometimes they want different. Opportunity lies here in a new approach, a new product, or a new innovation. It's all there waiting for you as an entrepreneur. Take care.